Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how you can do a really super easy look with your hair. It's a messy bun. It's super easy. It's something that I do if I don't have a lot of time and I just need to go and run errands or mommy duty calls or whatever it might be. But it's really a good look if you have like second day hair. Like I washed my hair yesterday, so today is my second day hair, and I'm not going to take a shower today, so it's a perfect way to get from this mess to this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is brush your hair out, which I've done, and then you're going to take this top section here because we're going to want to create a little bit of lift before we start, and we're just going to take the back section about, I don't know, I guess it's about a 1-inch kind of section. Put your other hair to the front, and then I'm using a rat tail comb, and I'm just going to just a couple of times back comb my hair and then take a really good hairspray. I prefer aerosol just because if you use the kind in the pump, it just tends to weigh your hair down as opposed to drying quick enough to be able to add the volume that we're wanting. And this hairspray is like ridiculous. It's got to be glued blasting freeze spray, and this if you want something with that's fast drying that adds volume very quickly, that's a good one to choose, but it's definitely a very stiff hairspray. So then we're going to take another section and do the same thing, just a couple of back combs. You really don't need to whether you're using a comb or a rat tail brush or whatever, you really don't need to do this a whole bunch of times because we really just want a tiny little bit of lift. And I'm just going to do this all at the whole crown of my head. So about to here. I think this will be the last piece that I do. Okay, and I don't know if you noticed, but I'm actually spraying the hairspray kind of down towards the root because that's where we really want to have that lift. So now I'm just going to go ahead and, now that it's had a second to dry, I'm just going to kind of gently, not taking out all of the volume that we just created, but just kind of gently brushing out the top of that hair. And I'm going to decide, before I get started, kind of how I want my bangs, or at least the front of my hair, to be. And I think I like this. Okay, so what you're going to need is a little elastic, and you are going to pull all of your hair up. And remember, since we're making a messy bun, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you have to have it perfect, that's up to you, but for my purposes, I'm definitely not going to worry too much about it being perfect because that's kind of the fun of it. And then you're going to pull out, if you have bangs, go ahead and pull out the strands that you want to keep out, and we're going to pull it up into a high ponytail. And once again, with the volume that we created, we're not brushing it out, we're just kind of smoothing over the top of it. Okay, so about like so. Now we're going to secure it here at the top. And oops, I have one of those funky little loopies. Okay, so what we're going to do is secure it at the top, and then when we pull, hopefully your hair's long enough, when we pull it through, we're going to pull it through, but not all the way to the end. We're just going to leave that end kind of tucked in there so that it kind of looks like a little girl's hairstyle. And then you might have some shorter kind of pieces like me. That's totally fine. You're just going to kind of loosen it up a little bit like this with your fingers. And then what you're going to do is we don't want to see this elastic band that we have there. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pull your bun around the ponytail. And I have a couple of bobby pins, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure them in the places that I feel like I need it. So I'm going to put one here to kind of pull, to hold that hair that I pulled around, and any kind of spaces where you need to have a little bit more volume, go ahead and do your back combing, and then you just kind of fix it to be wherever you want it to be. Okay, about like this. If you have baby fine hair, like super fine hair, then what you might need to do when you're working on kind of getting it into the places that you want it, is that you might actually need to give yourself a little spritz after you pull your hair through. But my hair naturally is very coarse and very kind of thick anyway, so for me, you know, I don't need that extra help. But for you, if you do, then go ahead and do it. And there's a little straggler back here. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and blast it with a little spritz and then kind of smooth it out in the places that I need it. Give it a little blast all around to get all of those little baby hairs and things like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a little spritz with a shine spray to make it kind of nice and shiny. If you want to fix anything like on the sides, go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to take my hair in the front, and if you needed to, what you could do is you could smooth over it with a curling iron. So I think I'm going to do that so that I can get these little kind of side baby hairs kind of a little bit into
So what I'm
place.
going to do is
I'm just going to get my hairs that I want to curl. Go ahead and pull them out to the side, give them a quick little once over with my curling iron, and I believe this is like a 2-inch barrel, but you can use whatever you have. These look okay, so I'm going to just go over this topping a little bit. I think I'll go ahead and give it a little spritz while I have it on here in case I decide I want to tease it. Okay, so at this point you can still totally decide which way you want your bangs, whether you want them, you know, to the side you originally chose, whether you want to pull them to the back. You could even kind of tease them a little bit and then give yourself a little bit of a bump here in the front and then just tuck this underneath. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to give them a little bit of volume, like so, and then I'm going to smooth them out. And I think I'm just going to leave mine kind of like this. But I'm going to show you a couple of other things that you could do once you have your messy bun, because you don't need to leave it like this. So what I have here is I have a ribbon, and this I would guesstimate is about a 3-foot piece of ribbon. It's just a double-sided satin ribbon, just a plain old ribbon like you can buy in a roll at the store. And what you can do is you can pin your hair right back here, And I'm using blonde bobby pins since I'm in the process of going platinum, which I still have a lot of yellow tones. Yes, I know. Anybody who's ever gone platinum knows what a process it can be, especially when you're going from, you know, the dark blonde that I had. But anyhow, just to keep the haterators at bay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm just going to put it right in the front of my hair, kind of right behind my bangs, and I'm going to pull it tight and then tie it in a bow in the back. You can tie it in a knot if you like. If you need to secure it with a bobby pin, go ahead and do that. You can hide that underneath of your bow, and then I'm going to slide it back. So you can totally rock out your messy bun like this. Another really cute way that you can do it is to, well, let's see what I think when I get this on, is to start at the back and then pull your bow up here to tie it. And you will just decide where you want it before you commit, and then you're going to just tie it in a regular bow. And if you need to kind of twist it and adjust the loops, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and adjust the tails the way you want them. And this bow totally doesn't really match my outfit. I just kind of wanted to show you the ways that you could rock it out. So anyway, yeah, you could totally do something like this. You could push it back more if you wanted to and have your bow kind of there. You could have your bow on the other side, or you could, let's see if I can get this out without making a mess. Okay, or you can just go ahead and have your bangs out and then decide where you want your bow to. I think that this is kind of cute, so I don't know, I might leave it, who knows. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something. So please feel free to leave me any comments that you have down below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like my videos, it really helps me out if you support me and subscribe to my channel. And keep an eye out because I have lots more makeup looks, more hair looks coming, more nail tutorials, and things like that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I've enjoyed it and I hope you did too. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.